Trump says closing Kennedy Center Arts Complex for 2 years. Japan says rare earth found in sediment retrieved on deep-sea mission. Apologies, demission, royal glare, fallout from latest Epstein file dump. Ukraine, thanks Musk for blocking Russia's Starlink use. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced plans to close Washington's Kennedy Center for approximately 2 years starting July 4th as part of a major renovation project. Trump, who currently serves as chairman of the center's board, said the temporary shutdown is necessary to allow for a full rebuilding and modernization of the performing arts complex. He added that ongoing shows and events would slow construction. The president stated that the goal is to transform what he called the Trump Kennedy Center into one of the finest performing arts venues in the world. The decision still requires approval from the board, which he appointed after taking leadership of the institution. Since returning to office, Trump has taken a more active role in reshaping the once nonpartisan center, criticizing some of its programming as overly woke, and even adding his name to the building's facade. Japan says it has successfully retrieved sediment containing rare earth minerals from a depth of 6,000 meters, marking what officials describe as the world's first attempt to access these resources so far beneath the ocean surface. Government spokesman Kei Sato called the mission a meaningful step for both economic security and maritime development. Analysts will now examine the sample to determine how much rare earth material it contains. The sediment was collected by the deep-sea drilling vessel Chikyu near the remote Pacific island of Minami Torishima, an area believed to hold vast mineral reserves. The effort comes as Japan looks to reduce its reliance on China, which dominates global rare earth production. These minerals are critical for technologies such as electric vehicles, wind turbines, hard drives, lasers, and advanced weapon systems. U.S. authorities have released a new batch of documents connected to the investigation of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, revealing references to several prominent global figures. Among those named are U.S. President Donald Trump, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, and British billionaire Richard Branson. The extent of their involvement, if any, has not been detailed in the release. Norway's Crown Princess Mette-Marit has apologized after her name appeared repeatedly in the documents. She acknowledged what she called poor judgment in maintaining a friendship with Epstein and described the relationship as, quote, embarrassing. The Norwegian palace says she cut ties in 2014 after suspecting Epstein was attempting to use the connection for influence. Meanwhile, Britain's former Prince Andrew has once again been drawn into the scandal. Newly released images reportedly show him in a compromising position with an unidentified woman. Ukraine's defense minister has thanked Elon Musk after the tech billionaire said measures to prevent Russia from using Starlink satellites for drone operations appear to be working. Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov praised Musk's support, calling him a, quote, champion of freedom and a friend to the Ukrainian people. Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, stated that steps taken to block what he described as the, quote, unauthorized use of Starlink by Russian forces have shown results, and he signaled readiness to take further action if needed. Despite past disagreements between Musk and Ukrainian officials over the war, Ukraine continues to rely heavily on tens of thousands of Starlink terminals for battlefield communications and certain drone missions. In a separate development, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky announced that new U.S.-brokered trilateral talks between Ukraine and Russia are scheduled for February 4th and 5 in Abu Dhabi. He said Kyiv is prepared for meaningful discussions aimed at achieving a real and dignified end to the war.